Welcome back to our pregame show. The Oskaloosa boys basketball team in the sub-state semifinals tonight as they take on the Washington Demons. Coach Ryan Parker of Oskaloosa joins me now, and the Indians coming off a very solid win on Monday night in the opening round, beating South Tama.
Yeah, excited to get past that first round. Sometimes you can overlook, especially that first round, but our guys played well and really thought they stuck to the game plan, even though South Tamas threw us a little bit of a curveball there in that four corner stuff, and didn't freak out too much, and sort of reminiscent of the sub-state game last year to go to state. Carlisle did something similar to us, and so we've seen a little bit of it, and proud of our guys to not freak out and get a little sideways.
You guys did a nice job defensively, not just with 28 points allowed, which is a season low for you, or a season best, but also because you forced 19 turnovers, and when the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, I thought Isaac Schultz and Tyler Miller were exceptional on the defensive end, especially Isaac. He just brings a little bit of different dimension to our team on the defensive side of the floor. And then Xavier cleans up a lot of stuff that just the normal team doesn't have around the rim. So all in all, our defensive effort was great, and that's been our saying here in the postseason is our efforts just got to be spot on.
And offensively, I was thinking going into the game that with South Tama's lack of size that you'd be thinking toward Cole Henry and Xavier Foster, but then again it turned out it was the three-point shooting that really made the difference.
Yeah, that's some of the way they're playing us. They're playing a little bit of box of one on Xavier and box of one on Cole for a little bit there. Just really packing it in. And, we got really good shooters on this team, and that's, part of the reason Austin's in the lineup. We trust Austin to just make shots, and that's his role. Ryan Yates has done that in his 4-year career here at Oskaloosa. So we got really good shooters surrounded by two of the best bigs in the state, and what do you pick your poison with? You're going to try to stop Xavier and Cole, or are you going to allow Ryan and Austin to have knockdown jumpers all night?
And that brings up something interesting because of Washington, the opponent tonight. When you won over there, you had a similar night with double figures in three-point baskets. That was a night Noah Van Veldhuizen hit 6 threes.
Yes, Noah was 6 for 6 from the three-point line that night, and honestly kept us in a game till half because he made a bunch of shots. I watched that film, leading into this game, and one of the things I noticed, our effort wasn't the greatest at Washington, and our game plans changed. So, our game plan after Christmas break has been, let's pound the post with Cole and Xavier, work inside out, play through the post, and that's a little bit of a difference going forward for us, and it'll be a little bit different for them having to guard us tonight as well.
And now I think of seeing Washington against Fort Madison the other night, you probably noticed too that their bench looked awfully thin. They did not have a whole lot of bodies suited up.
Yeah, the Willis kid, we're planning on him playing. I just don't know. They claimed he has a bad back. I don't know. It's one of those things we'll find out tonight when he walks in the gym, whether he has a backpack on his back or not. But then when he didn't dress out. It left about 4 kids on their bench that were able to play. Extremely thin, but one thing they do is they play really hard, and if we don't match that effort, we'll be in trouble tonight.
And they were especially good with getting offensive rebounds against Fort Madison.
Yeah, I was impressed. Fort Madison had one good, a really big kid down low, and if you remember, Joe, back to the time we played them at their place, they got every 50-50 ball. They got their hand on every ball. They got a bunch of rebounds. They were the aggressor that night, and we've talked about it for the last 2 days and how we can't allow that to happen again, and if we do, we're going to be in trouble. So that going forward, we watched it with Fort Madison versus Washington the other night. They were the aggressor, and we'll find out in the first couple minutes tonight who the aggressor is.
One non-basketball question I want to ask you about is, before the game Monday night, all the players came out with T-shirts with the word David on it in honor of David Fogel, the 7-year-old boy who died in a fire last week. How did the idea for doing that start?
We were approached by actually John Henry about it. Cole and some of our other kids had worked with David at the elementary, one-on-one or, small groups. And, I think one of the things that you find about Oskaloosa activities is, we care about our community. we are the community. We are part of the community, and I really think that our guys, were affected by it. Some more than others, but I think our community gets affected by it, and if we can rally the troops and help that that family, or show that we care just a little bit, that can go a long ways.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens in the game tonight. Best of luck.
Thanks, Joe.
That's Ryan Parker, coach of the Oskaloosa Indians. We'll be back with the starting lineups, Oskaloosa and Washington. The boys basketball playoffs continue. We'll be back in 2 minutes on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.